Big checks, big deposits. I got it.
Hey, run that shit up, Trace.
Run it up.
I got it.
Run it up.
I got it.
Run it up.
I got it.
Big checks with big deposits. Run it up. 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 Big checks with big deposits. Big bag what I be on. Play the corner like Dion. Hard code like Freon. No time for you peons. Pandemic ain't stop nothing. Apply pressure, I'm job hunting. Risk good, I'ma bop something. Fire on me, I'm Glock busting. Got rich, then I went broke. Bounce back like good dope. Bad times I kick those. Mama told me don't trust hoes. When a boss talk, you don't speak. Keep niggas on a long leash. Money coming, they gon' creep. Step on niggas like long feet. Step money.
Yo, welcome to Triple A Sports. What's up, gentlemen?
What's good?
What's up? We got a special guest in the building. We got EB, aka Eric Berry, the legendary Columbus, Ohio football player, as well as now he's out here doing legendary things, coaching. Man, he did it in college too. You started off with Cincinnati, then you transferred to Central State.
Well, I went to Urbana University, Division II. I started out at JUCO first. Then I went out to Urbana University, played there, came back home, started coaching high school ball.
That's what's up. That's dope.
Educating and then helping these kids, man, and being a part of the solution and not just the problem. So he doing more than just talking. He walking that walk. And all you can do is respect that brother. That also is my little brother, so I'm a little bit more extra proud. You know what I'm saying? Like
Crying.
You know, it's a little bit prideful right there, stuff like that, man. But I'm super proud of this young man and just the amazing father and coach and community pillar he is. But let's jump into this. Let's jump into these sports and these college. And I'm gonna let Manny go ahead and get it started with it.
To start us off, we got number 1 Georgia being number 25 ranked Tennessee, 38-10.
I think it's kind of what we expected. Georgia looked good. They played well, coached well, ran the ball well, passed the ball well, shut them down. They did everything they were supposed to do. I think that Tennessee is a decent squad. That's why I don't think that you got the big blowout as their rankings show. And they did what they had to do.
I think Tennessee has the players. They recruit very well. But when it comes to executing on the field, for some reason, they don't live up to the potential that we see in the preseason. And, I always think Tennessee may be in the top or upper top tier of the SEC, but as the season roll, we don't see that potential. Now, Georgia, I honestly think Georgia's going to win the national championship together. They're too dominant, especially on defense. Their secondary is kind of a little shaky. They always, for some reason, first couple drives they scored on. Then once they get settled into the game, it's just like it's over. I don't know what Kirby Smart got going down there, and I need to figure it out for my own self. But I don't see anybody stopping Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia, man, they starting to hit their stride. That's what we expected from Georgia. Late season, they started to turn it up on teams, man. Georgia gonna be a tough team like always. Tennessee started off strong, but the last couple games, Tennessee ain't looked that good. So, I knew
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Now, what you was about to say?
No, I was going to ask you, doesn't Tennessee kind of remind you of how Penn State is in a way?
That's a good comparison.
Yeah.
They're good, but just not that good. They're not good as Georgia, and they're not good as Alabama. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking with Tennessee is the quarterback play. They never really have a solid quarterback. It's always plug in, plug out, somebody get hurt, and then it just goes in a disarray. Because the quarterback they have now, I don't think he's bad, but he's just not getting the job done.
Nah, it's definitely quarterback play right now. Because you seen what happened when they had the quarterback play with the receiver. What's the quarterback they just had? The old boy that just what the last quarterback they just had? Tennessee.
Hendon Hooker.
Oh yeah, right. When Hooker was balling, yeah. So it's definitely quarterback play that's holding them back right now.
Okay, what we got up next, Manny?
Next up, we got number 2 Ohio State beating Minnesota 37-3.
Oh, State.
OH.
Real quick, I'm gonna go 2 weeks in a row. I'm not gonna hate on Ohio State. They look good. I've been saying all year that they've been on the ropes. These past 2 weeks, they have not been on the ropes. They've been beating ass and ain't been even taking no names. I've also said that they're not the number 2 team in the country. They are.
Oh,
Okay.
here's
Okay,
the thing.
then.
Stay with me. These last two, they dominate teams that they definitely should be dominating. But Michigan State game, Minnesota game, they're not converting in the second half. Like Michigan State game, was the first and second series, they put them out, but you can't convert. Minnesota, they didn't convert either. 3-point was it 6 points in 2 halves. The last 2 second halves. You go up against Michigan next week. That's not going to cut it. You gotta. That's one thing I do like about Georgia is when they're playing, they're going to play. They're going to punish.
That's a fact.
Brian,
that's what
he pulls off the gas, and in order to go, you're going into the end of the season where you got Michigan, then you got the playoffs. You got to build that momentum. If you're not converting on offense in the second half, when you get to Michigan and you get to the playoffs, it's going to be hard to win because those teams are in stride. They're not pulling that. They're not pulling back. They're busting ass.
That's I agree with you on that one. Like, that's why I'm kind of worried about the Michigan game because it's like we don't know how to turn it up. It's like we stay at the same level for some reason, and it's like they cool. It's like the coaches is cool with that. I don't understand it. Like even the players, like how the defense would be dominating like one quarter, but then that second half for some reason it's like they tone it down a little bit. I don't understand. I don't know what they got going on with that.
Listen, I do not like Ohio State. I do not like Ohio State because I feel like it's a couple reasons. I ain't gonna talk about why I don't like them. But listen, do y'all really think? And I didn't bet my money for Michigan to beat Ohio State. I know I'm gonna lose my motherfucking money. I know I am. It's too much shit going on with Michigan right now. Let's be real. It's too much shit going on.
Hey man, there's no reason for they better not lose with all the stuff that's going on.
That's what I'm saying.
With all the stuff that's going on right now, because
now,
even the way the quarterback been playing, man, the last 2 weeks, man, that quarterback been playing terrible. If you just stop their run, you should. All they got to do is make Michigan pass, and I'm telling you, they should have the game because they running game strong. But if you stop their running game,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, their quarterback is
Ohio State's
terrible.
We can say that Ohio State ain't been putting on the gas. We can say whatever the fuck we want to say, but look at Ohio State defense. Michigan, you're doomed.
Ohio State's defense been solid all
been solid.
Remember last year was doubts, questioning the DC.
Man, it was doubts the last couple years with their defense.
But it ain't no doubt now.
Is playing. Their offense is the Achilles heel, and I think
that front line.
McCord is trash. In the words of Bubba Dub, trash.
Yeah, he's terrible.
The two best defenses I see is Ohio State and Oregon. I ain't seen no shit like that in years.
I'm gonna just leave it at the fact that for once Ohio State gets a defense and all of a sudden they can't hold it together offense. The offense has underperformed according to
Ohio State got so many weapons too though, man. Like the running backs coming back, the receivers coming back. It's like it's same thing. Man, who would ever thought Ohio State would be lacking that quarterback? And right now they is lacking that QB right now, and that's wild to even say.
But that's kind of like how I talk about like basketball players, like LeBron James. Can you imagine LeBron James with Steph Curry's jump shot? I'm just using for him an example.
Oh
yeah.
Okay, so can you imagine motherfucking Ohio State with an elite quarterback? That's not even fucking fair.
Imagine CJ Stroud there right now, this year. Oh my goodness.
With Marvin Harrison. Oh man.
Go to the next one.
Right, next, we got number 3 Michigan beating Maryland 31-24.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm really scared for Michigan. I'm really fucking scared. Now, on the other hand, if you look at Maryland's games, they play everybody tough. Some games they may have lost by 20, but the game was like close all the way to like the last few minutes or whatever. But I am very scared for Michigan. Michigan is going to lose next week. Watch.
Tuiagalonga Toloa, whatever his name is, to his little brother, he is terrible. I think that's the only reason he's starting because the head coach was the OC for Alabama with his brother. He's terrible. Michigan, that game this week, I won't be surprised if they win. Their defense is real. Their defense is really good. And they're playing now. I think are they playing in Michigan this year or they're at
Yeah, it's in Michigan. It's in Ann Arbor.
So I see that'll give them extra motivation.
Yeah, they D legit though. You got like Michigan D code too though. They got the running game, but man, Old State should win by 10 with everything going on right now. They should. But the way McCoy been playing though, he ain't playing good against these teams that defense, like you said, the Marylands and all that. And Michigan defense way better than these teams he been playing before. So we gonna see.
I just don't think that Michigan should have let them put up 20-something points on them. You should have knocked Tua's little brother helmet clean the fuck off. You should, man. I don't see that.
I agree with
Maryland you. And Maryland played Michigan good. Like the last 3 years though, Maryland been giving Michigan a run for their money though for some reason.
I would say that Maryland's program is up and coming right now. I would say that.
I could say I'll agree with that. I don't like the quarterback play, but their program, I can see a program coming along. Head coach comes that Nick Saban tree, and usually his head coaches do well once they leave from underneath them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to go up next, we have number 4 Florida State beating North Alabama 58-13.
I'm gonna give Florida State credit. I've been hard on them the past few weeks. Again, saying that they're not the 4th best team in the country. I'm still not sold on that, but they definitely did their thing. Yes, they played nobody. Yes, they played no motherfucking body, but they won big.
And prayers up for the quarterback.
I appreciate the love. So my ask to you, and it's not argumentative or whatever case. So, what separates Florida State from Michigan, considering the fact that Florida State has played a stronger schedule than Michigan has?
Well, I just think that you think that Florida State has played a tougher schedule than Michigan.
Yeah, the schedule ranking shows that Florida State has played a tougher schedule. Like Michigan can't afford to lose at all. Like out of all the teams. If any of them teams, because of the strength of schedule they played, Michigan has like the weakest strength of schedule. Now you pull up Michigan's strength of schedule ranking. But so I'm just sitting there saying, like, I think because Michigan has dominated teams they played, we've given them the benefit of the doubt of the fact that they've played the weakest schedule out of everybody in the top 5.
I think what you're saying may have validity in it, but I think at the end of the season, I think that we're not going to be saying that. I don't think that they, after they play Ohio State, then no, because come on now, you got Duke, North Carolina, NC State.
Been decent this year.
I mean, rank wise, but you know what I'm saying? These teams ain't like all that.
Ranking is below.
Huh?
Even in this ranking, Michigan's above Florida State in strength of schedule.
Where? What they rank?
47.
Right. That's why I'm like, how is that even possible? How? We're beating Penn State. Penn State is way better than anybody that Florida State even going to face this year.
They play LSU.
Yeah, they beat LSU.
Better than LSU.
They beat LSU.
Yeah, they beat
LSU.
Yeah,
it's a decent squad, but I'm like, wow.
LSU been playing good. Clemson's been coming on strong lately.
Yes, lately, yes.
Everybody else then, yeah.
right. It's kind of bad, right? It's kind of bad. But
we play who they put in front of us, all right? Don't judge us all the way.
Listen, I'm giving y'all respect. Y'all blew them out. Y'all undefeated. You can't take that away from you. I just think when you get to the playoffs, anybody that get hold of y'all is going to wear y'all ass out.
Well, I mean, that's not fair now. We don't have our quarterback no more.
That was gruesome.
Yeah.
It's all bad.
Going to the next, we have number 4 Washington beating number 15 ranked Oregon State 22-10.
That was a thriller. That was a pretty good game. I
That
like
was a
that.
great game. Yeah.
I like that. I think their quarterback should be the first pick overall if he, goes to the draft. The Washington quarterback.
I think he wins the Heisman this year.
I think so too.
He's been lighting it up.
He looks good, man.
Not only that, man. If Washington went out though, it's going to prepare them for the playoffs because they done had some close games, about 3 of them this year, and they pulled away with the win. So that's definitely going to help them out.
Tough conference too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Even though they would no longer be, it's going to be 2 next year, but they've been strong. He's been playing real. That defense is top notch. They got a great pass rusher. He's getting number 8. I can't think of his name, but he's been dominating this year.
Yeah, Washington solid.
Yeah, Washington is the Oregon State kind of made some mistakes, but Washington's pretty solid. But I can imagine them losing in the playoffs. They're the type of team that can show up, and as good as they've looked, you've seen a lot of flaws in them. And you talk about they beat Oregon, which is their biggest credit, but they've struggled against teams they should have ran through.
Facts.
Yeah.
I've been scared for them to lose a lot of games this year. I'm very surprised they're undefeated right now.
What's wild, the teams they struggling with is the teams Oregon been having their way with.
Yeah.
Right. That's why I was saying before the show, they need to expand that playoff because there's somebody that's going to be salty at the end of the year. I don't know who it's going to be, but it's going to be somebody.
It's going to be – they're going to push Florida State out.
What if they're undefeated?
We go undefeated. Florida State's getting in.
I think
if Bama beat Georgia, they both getting in.
I don't see that happening, but I think between the Oregon and Washington game, I think because Florida State's quarterback got hurt, I think they'll try to push Oregon or Washington in there.
What'll help us is our latest victory. If we go all the way, will be Louisville. Will give us that because it'll be a top 10 ranked team, which will look better than Michigan's Penn State win, and Michigan definitely has to beat Ohio State, and it's going to look better than I don't know if Oregon and Washington have to go. Do they got to play each other again? Yeah, they got to play each other again in the Pac-12. So we're going to be cool. I'm not worried about it. At first I was, but not anymore.
Right, because you got an easy way in.
I'll take that.
But it is fucked up y'all quarterback gone, so that's gonna make it hard. So if you do get in, it's gonna be because you deserve it.
So whoever went out of Michigan and Ohio State, if they lose the hour, you think they get in?
No, because if it's just too many variables. Like, okay, let's say if Michigan loses to Iowa, there's nothing that can help them at all because their schedule is still so weak. If Georgia wins or whoever wins the Pac-12, or it's just too many variables for Michigan. Ohio State, Notre Dame didn't finish as strong as they needed to finish, so that affects them in a big time way too. Like really, if you think about it, only person who can afford to lose is Georgia.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Like if Georgia lose, I think they'll be in a bad shape too, though, bro.
They'll put them at 4.
They're gonna be in it.
They're going to give the defending national champions, 2-time defending. I think they'll put them at number 4, especially if it's not a bad loss to say they lose by a field goal last minute. They'll be at number 4.
I said, if Alabama win, man, that's 2 teams getting in for sure.
What if they don't get to their conference championship game?
Oh, the Georgia?
Yeah.
Oh, they're already in there. They clinched it.
Then it's a wrap, man. You're right. They're in there no matter what.
Yeah, they clinched that. And they're going to torch Georgia Tech this weekend.
Yeah. I think what hurts Ohio State is the fact that if Texas doesn't lose another game and Ohio State loses to Iowa, that they're going to give it to Texas for that victory over Bama.
I think Texas is.
I don't know because you got Michigan.
Texas is the sleeper in this equation.
Dana, I disagree with you, bro. Dana Friendly. I don't agree with that.
I don't know because having that Penn State and Michigan still, beating them some quality wins still. Because Penn State, all they can do is move up still too, and then depending how close that Michigan Ohio State game is, how far you think Michigan gonna move back. So They're gonna be in the top 10 still if this is a close game. If they lose to Iowa, they still could be in too.
You still got Louisville, and then you still got Oregon and all that shit. Oregon and play so fucking tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Man, Louisville ain't getting in.
If they go undefeated, they is.
They already got one loss already.
Oh shit. Huh? Never mind.
I don't see Texas got a loss. I think if some funny shit happen, I feel like Texas will get in. Texas has been playing real good lately.
Because you think Oklahoma not gonna jump Penn State in them, so I doubt that. So that's they loss.
The whole system is not
I
fair.
forgot
The system is bogus. It's completely bogus because it's going to be at least about 4 or 5 one-loss teams.
Mm.
Yeah, it's needed. It only need about 8 teams. That 12 team is too many though. That's 12 teams is ridiculous.
Yeah, if you're going to do 12, you might as well do 16 for all that.
Yeah, let's do 8. Top teams have a bye. Let's do it like that. That's simple.
Right.
It's going to get there though. They're going to expand it to 16.
That's way too many. It's stupid to do that, man.
They should do it. They should do it like how they do the YSU's conference, their playoff system.
Man, they do 16, man. You're going to have a team like Yale in there.
Well, next up, we have Oregon, number 6 ranked Oregon, beating Arizona State 49-13.
Easy peasy.
Listen, Oregon. I think Oregon is going to get in the playoffs. I think they deserve it too. They look good. Their defense look good. I'm still wondering how they lost. I don't know. One game.
Yeah, same here, man. Oregon offense been off the chain, man. Them boys been on fire right now.
Oh yeah, Bo Nick's been in college for like 20 years. This thing.
It seemed like it.
That's a fact.
He definitely did like 7 years. He definitely took advantage
for sure.
He took advantage of that COVID.
He should be
Them
dominating.
motherfuckers got a house, kids, and a mortgage.
Man.
He should be dominating, but they look really good. They look really good. I want to see how they're gonna fare out that Pacific Northwest. What they going to do? What they going to do when they have to go play SEC, one of them SEC boys?
I really don't got too much to say on this one. We jump to the next one on that one. I'm gonna just this one was just a butt whooping. We seen it coming. Nobody denied it. I think we all picked Oregon to win this one.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, slaughter.
Yeah.
Next, we have number 7 ranked Texas beating Iowa State 26-16.
Well, to me,
Texas.
I thought Texas was gonna blow them out, and like I said, I don't trust nobody from that whole conference. Not them, not Oklahoma, not none of them motherfuckers. I don't even know why they even are ranked so high for real. Nobody in there.
I don't even consider them Big 12 anymore. They're SEC boys now. To me, in my eyes, just can't play till next year.
It ain't even 12 teams on the conference, is it?
They're going to the SEC next year.
Oklahoma and Texas, yeah.
Yeah.
They pick up Colorado. Coach Prime can have his way in the Big 12 now. Ain't nobody gonna be there.
Hell no. They said we'll get beat by Texas Tech. Against Cincinnati.
Man.
He said Texas Tech.
Texas
He
Tech.
said the Red Raiders is gonna run through him.
Because he's not recruiting the right way. And I think that's going to be – I know that's not the topic, but that's Deion. I think that was Deion's downfall this year. You got to build from the inside out. If you don't got linemen, who cares about the receivers and shit you got? Because you can't protect Shador, as we see they can't fucking win.
Hey, a good offensive line to make an average quarterback look good. A good offensive line to make an average running back look damn good. So the offensive line is a defensive line too, but the offensive line, man, that's hey man, there's a reason why them guys make a lot of money in the pros behind the quarterbacks nowadays.
Man, whatever coach went there, they D-line or O-line was gonna be trash. They either was gonna have the same team from last year that was trash, and there's no way you was gonna bring in nobody. There's no way you was gonna bring in a line or a D-line in 1 year. Especially think about what Deion did with the skill players. If it was a coach that was less than Deion, who you think he was going to bring in? He was going to keep that same team. They was going to keep that same team, and they'd probably won 2. They won 4 this year. They'd have won 2 maybe, or 1 again. It'd have been about the same. So it's like,
I'm
there's
going
no way
Fire.
you like what lineman was somebody gonna get like the season Colorado had a year before. Who was they gonna get? Honestly, the coach coming in besides Prime.
I
Like what
think
lineman was gonna go there?
that's real. I
That's
think
real.
with Coach Price bravado, I think he could have won in that portal and got some good, real good.
Yeah, he probably could have got
Offensive
some
line
linemen. So
don't-
I agree with you on that. Dion, instead of getting all skill players, he
Yeah,
probably could have focused on the line. So I agree with you on that because ain't no other coaches was gonna get no linemen after that season. But you're right, he probably could have got some linemen, but he thought the skill players was gonna get him, get him through, but they definitely didn't.
yeah.
Yo, we gonna come back to that because that's in there within the news. So we'll
All
jump
right.
on to the next thing to finish up this college, and we'll jump into news. What we got next, Manny?
Well, next we have number 8 ranked Alabama winning against Chattanooga, 66-10.
As expected.
I expect it. Yeah.
This ain't even news. Like that should be
Man.
illegal to even have them kind of games this late in the season.
Alabama, boy.
That-
If it's in the beginning of the year, like a pep rally game, just to get the blood flowing and get y'all motivated. Okay, but come on now.
That's smart. I think that's the smartest thing you can do.
Well, play a team like that.
To schedule a cupcake before your biggest game. Schedule the cupcake before the biggest game. Let your starters play the first half, maybe a little bit of third half. Then let them rest. I feel like you put them in a tough battle. Let's say they play Auburn this week, but let's say they play LSU, then Auburn back to back. They're beat the fuck up before they got to go into the Auburn game. You know that's going to be a hard.
Nah, you right. You right though. Yeah, I ain't think about it like that. But
We're trying to figure out who the best teams is at this point. This shit that they doing is
like a bye.
We know. We
do that
know
'cause
that
they
it's week 9. We don't know who the best teams are.
No, we don't. But we kind of trying to figure it out, and they playing nobody.
Nick Saban has always done that. Schedule the cupcake before they play cupcakes first, couple games. Then that last game before Auburn, it's a cupcake. You want your players. I feel like you want your players at tip-top shape so we can dominate against Auburn. So we're not beat up because that's like Ohio State, Michigan down south. You know what I'm saying?
And then you really can't be mad at Bama for you can get mad, but Bama always show out in the playoffs when they get in the playoffs. So it's like, all right, you can't say they're not playing nobody because when they do play people, them in Georgia, they still ball out in the playoffs against every other conference. So you can't even say nothing about them. It's been working for them. Let Bama keep being Bama.
But they fucking up the brand though. I don't want to talk
How?
about that bullshit.
Bama been doing this though. Bama been doing this, man. It's been working.
All right, so we gonna let that be because they don't even deserve this. They don't even deserve this much attention for this.
They got that money. I bet they happy about that.
They did. That check cash.
I got this jersey dirty by Alabama right here, son.
To go on next, we got number 9 Louisville beating Miami 38-31.
I figured that'd be a good tough game.
Yeah, good.
Miami should have had that.
Miami should have won that game. Just bad decision making, just like they did earlier in the year.
Yeah, coaching.
They was playing. They ran the ball instead of taking a knee and lost.
And who was that? Georgia Tech? I don't know who that was.
Forgot which game it was, but I'm a Miami Hurricane fan. I was hurt. I'm a diehard Miami fan. I just didn't understand.
Hey Manny, kick Eric out the podcast because he a Miami Hurricanes fan.
Hey, that messed up. Hey, that derailed their whole season though, man. A loss like that, people don't understand. A loss like that, what that do to a team, man. That loss that coach did, man. Them players, man, that was stupid.
Very. But Louisville's been solid this year. I watched a couple games this year, and they've been solid.
To go to our last one for the college, we got number 10 ranked Missouri beating Florida 33-31.
I didn't think this game was that tight.
Nah, me neither. Missouri a good team though, man. They solid though. They're a solid SEC team.
They are.
Florida should have won that one. They had him and let him go down the field. I think 29 seconds left, was it, Manny?
Yep.
29 seconds to let him go all the way down the field.
Hey, that running back for LSU though, man, that's prime example of kids, man, who you talking about D1, D2. That dude played four seasons in D2, and look what he's doing right now. He's one of the top 2, top 3 backs in the nation right now, man.
He get to the league, he's gonna have 1 year shelf life. Boom, and it's over.
Probably, but hey, hey,
You're wrong for that. So does that wrap up our
That wraps up college for now. Next, we're going into NFL with the first game being the Ravens beating the Bengals 30-24.
Yeah, that's a tough break for the Bengals, man. They quarterback out again, man. I forget who I was talking to. They was calling him Glass Joe, much as he gets hurt out there. If you put him side by side with him and Lamar Jackson's injuries, how many games they missed since they've been in their career? Oh man, Joe Burrow has missed way more games from injury than Lamar Jackson. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
I thought the Bengals were going to start hitting their stride.
Me too.
I was convinced. Like, hey, they've been looking good. They started off looking sloppy, but I think they're going to just try it now. I'm just like, oh, it's over.
That's right.
It's over. Joe Burrow. If Joe Burrow ain't right, they ain't going.
It's over.
Mm-hmm. Now the Bengals. Now do y'all think that got to be coaching too, though? Like we know, like certain players, the players they get, but for this to be the third year in a row where them boys start off 0-2, 0-3, and it's like they just hit a switch out of nowhere. Like man, like that's both. That's where you let you know it's both coaching and players right there. That's wild.
It's management too.
Yeah.
You see how many times Joe Burrow has been hit? Did you see how many times in the championship and Super Bowl games how he just looked like a deer under here? Like, man, if you don't get that motherfucker some linemen, listen, they got all the weapons that you can have. They got all the wide receivers that you can imagine, tight ends, running back, all that, but they don't got no offensive line. He's gonna get hurt. Well, he is hurt. What am I talking about?
Look what that's why Andrew Luck left early, man. The coach refused to get that man a line. Andrew Luck was like, man, I'm done. I'm out. Y'all ain't gonna trade me. I'm gone.
That hurt me. That hurt.
Yeah, dude was too nice, man. But that line was so trash, man.
No, we had a pretty decent line. I'm a Colts fan, you know.
They had a decent line when he was getting hit like that.
We was in the playoffs. That was something else. We was in the playoffs. We was making playoff runs.
Luck used to get so I know Luck because Luck was nice. Luck was nice.
He was a beast, but he was taking
but he ran a lot too, though. So it might be he was like, you know what I'm saying? Luck was running a lot. That dude, Luck was a beast.
Damn. So we got next.
To go up next, we have to talk about the Browns being the Steelers 13-10.
The Browns are the most resilient team I've seen.
Steelers should be ashamed of themselves, man.
I cannot believe that they are 7-3.
I was at the barbershop.
Everything they've been through. That shit crazy.
Man, me and my boys at the barbershop was having a discussion of who we think will make it to the Super Bowl at the AFC. I said, don't be surprised if the Browns make it. Their defense is solid. Offense is
on another level.
Defense is very, very good.
Man, Garrett on another level this year, man. Oh my goodness, that dude. Man, how the Steelers lose that?
Breaking news. I want you to know that I know we're on NFL, but this is breaking news. I wanted the guys to know that the college football playoff rankings dropped not too long ago. They announced it, and you got to pull it up. We'll get to it later. It mirrors basically what Turan has for his top 25. I mean, his top 10.
Oh, okay. It did drop, didn't it? I didn't even see it.
Yeah, so you basically spot on, bro.
We gonna see.
All right, carry on. What we got next, Manny?
To go next, we have the Cowboys being the Panthers 33-10.
No news here. What's that quarterback name from Bama again? Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
Yeah, poor Bryce.
Man, that game was 17-10 in the fourth quarter too, though.
What'd you say?
That game was 17-10 in the fourth quarter too, which is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was 17-10 in the fourth quarter.
How you do that there? I don't know how that happens.
Yeah, the Panthers.
To go next, we have the Rams beating the Seahawks 17-16.
Man, Seahawks is trash.
Yeah, I expected the Seahawks to have a decent season.
Yeah.
After last
Yeah.
year, the quarterback play outstanding. I was kind of salty because I'm a Broncos fan. I'm like, I wish we would have had him instead of Russell Wilson. But I don't know what's up with the Seahawks, man. They just man, they don't look good at all.
They had the game and just letting. I don't understand why. And the Kirk Con defensive coordinators like to play off and play prevent. Don't get beat.
The stupidest thing ever, man. I don't get the prevent, man. That stuff is so stupid, man.
You got to be aggressive. If you prevent, they're going to drive down, field goal, you lose.
We talk about prevent, it irked my soul because that's my Bills losing to the Chiefs, man. The playoffs. Oh my goodness, man. 13 seconds.
Got to do better. Got to do better.
Yes.
So going to the next game, we got the 49ers beating the Buccaneers 27-14.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. That 49ers, I feel like 49ers may win the Super Bowl this year.
That boy Brock was balling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm still suspect with Brock, man. I don't know. Like he has on days, off days. He's been looking real good. I just think that San Francisco is gonna have to break down and really get a quarterback. They think that they can win it all with a strong running game and specialty positions, but you don't really got the quarterback to light people up. I think the Rams are a perfect example of that. The Rams a few years ago, they were loaded until they got Stafford. They couldn't win it, and I think San Francisco is going to run into that problem. But they definitely look good though.
The defense is very. I mean, defense was up in the last couple games, but I think Sunday, for me personally, let me know that they're back, especially adding Young. I think that, and with the best, I think Fred Warner's the best linebacker in the NFL. I feel they'll dominate, even though they lost their safety. I think they are going to. I think they'll make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, 49ers solid, man. Adding Young, that was a smart move. Adding Young, man. You imagine having Young and both on each side, man. That's wild right there, man. That's like video game right there.
Yeah, there's no blocking. There's no blocking that.
And Brock Purdy did his thing though, man. Like I don't understand, like what you want. Like he did what he's supposed to do. Like I don't know what quarterback ain't having on and off games besides. I mean, who ain't?
All right,
This year.
Let me ask you this. Would you want him to be your starting quarterback?
I'll take him.
On my team?
Yes, on your team.
If this year, we had Brock this year, Buffalo only got 1 loss or 2 losses this year, honestly.
Come on.
What?
Now, if
think
we
of the 3 games,
with his weapons,
3 games Buffalo lost, right, against the Jets. If you had just a backup quarterback, we turned it over 3 times, right, against the Jets. Every game we lost, we turned it over 3 or 4 times. The main 3 games against the Jacksonville Jaguars, we turned it over twice. If we don't turn the ball over, we got 1 loss this year. Meaning, if you just had a decent quarterback, we'd have been straight.
You're not in those games without the quarterback that you got, bro. He's better than him.
The games we lost, we would have been.
I don't know about that.
Like, what is he doing? I don't get what he's doing. Like, he got weapons. Everybody need weapons. I don't know. Only person who proven they need weapons this year is CJ Stroud.
No, what I'm saying is it's so easy for him. It's just easy for him. Like, we've seen Jimmy G do this before. Look how fucking loaded they are. Listen, he don't have to throw a pass farther than 10 yards, bro. He's not throwing no deep balls. He got Kittle over the middle. He got 2 running backs that are good as wide receivers. You feel me?
You watched that game? That game he wasn't throwing the ball deep.
Yeah, he was going deep to
you weren't watching that game. Did you watch that game?
Y'all act like he's just throwing dimes out there.
I'm not saying that, but did you watch that game?
No, I ain't see this last game.
No. Man, that boy was throwing that ball, man.
What's the receiver's name? Was he 13 or with the dreads? I can't think of his name.
Ayuk, yeah.
He's a deep threat. And he
I just don't see it with Brock, man. I don't see it. He's a 3rd string quarterback to me. I think that San Francisco is just so loaded.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying he's doing what he's supposed to be doing right now, though. Man, quarterback with over 300 yards passing, man, you doing something. They ain't, I mean, that game right there, they wasn't getting 5-yard slants, taking them for 80 that game.
Yeah,
He was like 22 for 25. He was something that game. He balled out.
He looks good right now. I just don't see it.
Well, we're gonna go through these, run through these next ones because we still got much more content to go through. So, Manny, go ahead and the next few games, and then we'll try to wrap this NFL up, and then we'll jump into the NBA talks. Well, we'll jump into NBA talks, and then we'll go news. What we got, Manny?
Well, we got Reggie's favorite team, the Broncos, beating the Vikings 21-20.
We're going to the Super Bowl. Woo! We're going to win a 4-game winning streak right now. My Broncos looking good, man.
Oh, that was a solid game.
And they beat us. I can't say much about them.
Next, we got the Texans beating the Cardinals 21-16.
The Texans are looking good, man. Especially that quarterback. He's looking good.
Real good.
Hey, the defense actually pulled that out for him too, man. If the defense play like that, man, and he continue to do what he's doing, oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I think Arizona, they're gonna get a new quarterback next year.
Yeah, it's time to let Buddy go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go into the next one with the Jags beating the Titans 34-14.
Good bounce back.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Jaguars is good.
Yes, they are. Good bounce back.
Then next, we have the Dolphins beating the Raiders 20-13.
I'm glad the Dolphins won. I hate the Raiders.
Raiders trash, man. Dolphins had like 3 to 4 turnovers that game, man. Oh, the Raiders, man, they trash.
Yeah.
And then the last one for the NFL, we have the Eagles beating the Chiefs 21-17.
Fly, Eagles, fly, you heard?
That was a good win, man.
Best team in the NFL. Hands down. Hands down, Eagles the best team in the NFL.
That was a good win, but that receiver for the Chiefs, man, oh my god, that dude stayed dropping balls, man.
Hey, I thank him for it. Thank you for being the friend. Something happens here and now again. Your hands ain't true. Hey, thank you.
Yeah, them Eagles looking good, man.
Yeah, they're dominant. They're dominant. Jalen Hurts is a bad boy.
Dog, that's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog.
He's a winner.
I'll trade him for Josh Allen right now.
Nah, man, you good. We good.
I can see you doing that, but not no Brock.
I ain't gonna trade him for Brock. I'm joking. Can't stand Brock. He can't stand Brock, man.
Well, to go into next, we have the NBA talks talking about the NBA in-season tournament.
I don't really see the point of it, honestly.
I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't even understand it. I don't get it.
Right.
Like, what is it? Somebody explain that to me. What is it?
Right? Do you get a prize, a sticker, a medal, an asterisk?
You get money. Everybody get like almost $1 million, or over 100,000 each player if you win it. But I don't understand the format of the.
Oh, for real?
I guess it's like like they like the Lakers, Golden State, Phoenix, Utah, something like that. Man, I don't get it all like that. It's stupid.
I'm gonna let sleeping dogs lie where they lay and just sit there and say I don't get it. The NBA trying to squeeze more money, trying to get more views up. And I get it, they don't want to be stagnant, but sometimes you keep doing too much shit and start just taking away from the game.
It's pointless. It doesn't do anything for the season. It's not like if it's a tiebreaker or they won an in-season tournament, so they get in the playoffs.
That's like the Lakers rank like what? Lakers rank like 8th or 7th, but then they like 3-0 in the tournament play. That's stupid.
Right.
Well, let's go into our next thing. Talk about why are the Knicks the franchise of the NFL? Why is it a hot spot?
Why is New York
New York City
a hot spot for NBA?
It's New York City. It's the mecca of basketball. However you look at it, you know, traditionally, I'm not saying the best players come out of New York City, but they pretend like they do. They always act like, oh, you better be the best player. You ain't playing Brook Report. You ain't blah 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 blah. They act like it's like the holy fucking grail of basketball. That's why.
Facts.
That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Damn. I don't get it. I don't get even while playing for the Knicks or the Garden is so hyped up. To me, it's like if I go to a franchise, I'm gonna ask them how many times do we play the Knicks and base it off of that, and how many times we play Madison Square Garden. Because everything that everybody highlights about the Garden is when other dudes have come into that arena and cooked the Knicks.
Man.
And look, if you look at that picture, those are losers.
Well, except two.
Hey, Allen Houston over there looking like
Frazier and Knight. I can't think of 19's name.
Man, number 19 looks like a piece of motherfucking.
They won the championship in New York though.
All right, I'm gonna give it to Walter Clapp, but the rest of them is traditional losers.
19 and Walt Clyde, they was on the same team. They won a championship.
Yeah.
The other three.
Now I can see if like if people want to be like Lakers fans or like Boston. I mean not fans. You know, if they want to go to those two franchises, Boston or Lakers, because those are winning franchises.
Yeah.
New York is not really a winning franchise.
New York is just, I guess they got all the media and everything. Everything in New York. That's Broadway. That's the stage. So
that's basically what it is, and that's it.
I think if they get a new owner,
facts.
I think that's the one
his other franchise wins. I think it's easy to blame Dolan, and maybe he keep just putting the wrong basketball people in position. But he's proven as an owner he can win a chip, maybe in his other sports. But I don't think it's Dolan. I just think it's like the city is cursed. They ain't been hot since when y'all just sat there and said them two. Well, they ain't won nothing since them two dudes winning. Whatever the case. And bro, as much as I love Ewing,
he wasn't even born.
Right, and I'm 41.
Yeah, like as much as I love Ewing, bro, like Ewing was a good center, but I was not like, yo, this dude is the most dominant center ever.
No.
And they had Allen Houston, John Starks. Come on, bro. Charlie Ward is my dude. But he's got to start at point guard for the Knicks for a long time.
When nobody coming in like, dang, we got to play Ewing today. You right, man. Like,
well, I'll say maybe in that 90 era when the Bulls were running, them 90 niggas are the ones that gave them a run for their money.
Yeah,
they did, but
I'd say that would be the only time the Knicks was like, oh, niggas might have been scared. And plus, they was clothesline niggas, so I wouldn't.
Yeah, but look, when Jordan retired, them times the Knicks went to the finals and got scraped the fuck up.
Yeah.
They had Anthony Mason. I want to drive to the cup with them niggas in the middle.
Hey man, they look like they's out there playing in their Timbs, man. What we got next, man?
What made Penny Hardaway special?
Everything. Had to handle the shot, defend, take you to the cup.
Yep.
Man, Penny was the truth.
That's my favorite NBA player. He was just. He didn't get hurt. I feel like he would have been in the top 10 discussion.
I wish Shaq stayed a little bit longer, shit.
Yeah, man, Shaq got up too early, man. Which I feel him, man. But if he'd have just waited, like who knows how many Bulls would have won if he had waited.
They definitely would have won.
I mean, I love the shoes. I love Little Penny. And he was a hooper, and there weren't too many 6'6" point guards that with the ability to play like a shooting guard. I mean, he wasn't Magic. He became like his own entity. And with him and Scott Skiles and Nick Anderson and Brian Shaw and Horace Grant, and then they had Shaq, like it was dope. And Penny was like, I mean, he's doing great things at Memphis. He was one of those transitional athletes that come along that are kind of bigger than just, you know what I mean? Like bigger than just a player on the court. Like that little penny really took him to another thing. So I think the fact that he was strong too, like I remember seeing a player was talking about playing against him, and they're like, Penny was stronger than you look. And he was very smart, and
glitching
he
bad
not
as
only
fuck.
could beat you with his size, but he know how to beat you like with his IQ on the court, and he was fast for his height. So I was like, yo, you gotta love it. I was a Magic fan back then, so
Bruh, you glitching bad as fuck.
am I?
Super.
My picture should be, my vocals should be good because my vocals is showing something different, but my picture gonna glitch like hell.
No. You can hear you. I can hear you now, but for like about a good 45 seconds or so, it was pretty rough.
Oh, goddamn. So, anyways, man, I'm just gonna say Penny was dope. That whole Magic squad they had with Brian Shaw, Horace Grant, Nick Anderson, Scott Skiles, all those dudes was dope. But Penny could beat you with his size and his IQ, and he was quick with the step. And little Penny just made him transitional.
Oh, for sure.
Facts.
His shoes are still one of the most popular shoes.
Oh yeah,
Like Jordan and the penny.
yeah.
But it's just he's just one of those players. Like he's a what if. We'll never know. We'll never know.
True.
Like Grant Hill. To me, Grant Hill was better, way better.
Oh, Grant Hill was something special, man.
Grant Hill was different.
Oh yeah.
He's the first player I've ever seen, Grant Hill, that really could just shit on Scotty just with ease.
Killing cats.
Hey man, I still go refresh me a pair of Grant Hills every now and then, man. I only get the one colorway though. I don't get the other colorways because that's just it's not the same. I get the same ones Pac was wearing on that All Eyes on Me cover.
The red one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how I feel about the pennies. I just get the original colorways.
Yep.
Yeah, them pennies. It's just harder to get them pennies.
That you good 3 pair of shoes that was pretty dope.
They got to drop this Friday. Penny 2. Air Penny 2 this Friday, I think.
I'm gonna say
they dropped this Friday?
I think it is. Or for Saturday. It's Friday or Saturday.
Oh, bro, I'm about to make all kind of bad decisions in life. Fuck them kids for the holidays. What you got next, baby?
Well, we talked about, let's name 3 guys injuries cut short the greatness they could have had.
What sport? Basketball?
Basketball.
Okay, we can say him.
Yeah, Derrick Rose definitely was on his way. Grant Hill.
T-Mac.
Penny.
T-Mac or Penny? Man, it's hard. T-Mac, Penny. What's his name? For Portland? Roy. What's his name? Roy for Portland?
Yeah.
He was sweet.
He was like that.
Oh, Brandon Roy?
Yeah, Brandon Roy was like that, man.
He used to give Kobe hell, boy.
Oh, he was like that.
Yes.
Damn, I'll probably say, Derrick Rose had messed him up. Penny, Grant Hill. They kind of caught up to T-Mac in his career later on.
Late.
It definitely did, though.
Can you imagine Derrick Rose in the 90s, though? Man, like what Derrick Rose is doing the first couple of years, man, like, oh, my goodness, how fast he was, man. What point guard was going to stay with Mark Price would have been watching this cat, man. Come on now.
That's what I'm saying. Players now are way better than they was back in the day. Way better.
I'm just going to enjoy the show and say, like, y'all right. I think the players are more athletic, have more assets to their game and I felt that whether it be coaching, whether it be systems, whether we're trying to stick to fundamentals, the players like them may have been back in the days may have been more fundamentally sound, but their games were more limited. So they were only great
right. Yeah.
1 or 2 things.
They could have been great, man, but this back in the day, that's just like if you was the 7th man, you knew to come in, you probably supposed to shoot one time, man. Go in there and pass the ball, get the rebounds. They stuck to what they had to do. Now, man, you got cats coming off the bench, 8th man, averaging 20. Sometimes it's way different.
Players like Bill Laimbeer wouldn't even be in the league now, or if he would, he wouldn't get in. Just like Bobo now. Bobo is better than Bill Laimbeer and them ever was. And he don't even get in, bro.
Bro, they have debates about Bobo, man. Cats are saying like he's like amazing. It's like NBA dudes who can hoop, but he's sitting there arguing about Bobo and how talented he is. And they trying to say it's like it's a fixing not to let him shine.
It's not transitioning to the court as much as it needs to be.
Yeah.
I don't think he can get back on defense.
I don't know. What we got next, Manny?
Well, to go up next, we got to move out of the NBA talks and talk about the elite NFL QBs. What makes a QB elite?
Yeah, I want to hear y'all takes on this.
Know when to throw the ball away.
Yeah.
Know when to go down.
Like who y'all like right now? Who the top elite
Understanding you.
QBs in the league this year right now?
Right now, the top, what, 3 you said?
Like no, who y'all think is elite right now in the league besides Patrick?
I don't.
You're saying besides Pat, because he's
That's what I said. That's the only one. Yeah.
Jalen Hurts.
I won't say that.
Shit, 9-1 record. He's finding a way. Shit, it really. I don't think that we have too many Stroud's dominating this year.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar, yeah. Joe Burrow is a dominant quarterback. Bar his injuries, I think he's an elite quarterback.
Russell Wilson looks great this year.
He's not elite though.
He's not elite. No, he's not elite. He's definitely not elite.
Josh Allen not even elite, and that's my team.
I would put Trevor Lawrence in like the AB-ish.
Yeah, he not elite.
I think he's like the AB-ish.
Tua not elite. Tua got those weapons.
You don't think that Tua is having a elite season?
I think he's having a good season.
If we going by now you said we going by seasons?
Well, then if that's not the case, then we have to take Jalen Hurts out of there. He's not elite.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying what makes a quarterback elite. We going by seasons. You know, a lot of that's like who was that? Carson Wentz that year for the Eagles before he got hurt. He was balling, wasn't he? That man ain't near elite.
I think Trevor Lawrence is like a AB quarterback. I think he's elite. I think he will get there.
Agreed.
I mean, maybe because it's the market, because he's in Jacksonville. But like as his time as a starter, he's been playing very well.
The reason I asked this question for than like what makes an elite quarterback, like to y'all, because that's like right now they trying to say it's like 7 to 8 elite. They trying to say Patrick Mahomes, Burrow, Lamar Jackson, what's old boy for San Diego Chargers? They had Hubert, they had Josh. They had Josh. Right, that's what I'm saying. But no, I'm saying right. They had Josh Allen in there, and I'm like, what makes an elite quarterback? But then if you got Hubert in there and Josh, you got quarterbacks like that, and then like you said in that case, then we talk about how you was talking about Brock, right? A lot of like I just want to know what quarterbacks like who ain't got no receiver or a nice tight end.
You're glitching up.
You said I'm glitching?
I might be glitching.
Like besides CJ Stroud, like what he doing right now, I never really seen no quarterback without a top receiver balling out. You still glitching?
That might be you, Reggie.
Because we can hear him fine.
Keep going, Teran.
I'm glitching.
It's looking kind of rough out here, yo.
It might be you.
Might be you. Yeah, keep going, Teran.
Nah, but I'm saying name me quarterbacks though who didn't have a nice receiver or a top tight end that balled out, because people are like that's like when they were talking about Brock Purdy or even say like Fields for Chicago. Like ain't no quarterback really gonna do much without at least a nice receiver or a nice tight end, or like like you get Burrow props because his line was trash and he still balled, but he still got 3 nice receivers. I just don't see too many quarterbacks that's gonna ball out besides what CJ Stroud's doing. Patrick Mahomes, yeah, he ain't had no receivers, but Travis Kelce, the top tight end in the league, I want to see him play 5 or 6 games without Travis Kelce. And then we know he already balling now, so it don't even matter now. But Ain't no quarterback really balling without a top receiver. You saw what Jalen Hurts did, right, when he first came in the league, and even when he just had before he got AB, he wasn't doing much. Like you need a receiver and a tight end nowadays.
He's
But
still
see, but
throwing interceptions now.
the only quarterback that's doing something is C.J. Stroud right now in a long time that we seeing doing something without no weapons.
Now that receiver number 3, I don't know his name.
Right, he might end up being a weapon, right? Because
I think
sometimes you find a gem, you find somebody in the 3rd or 4th round every now and then. But name me three quarterbacks who didn't have at least a weapon or a tight end that's elite or balled out.
Yeah.
Fields more, but like Justin Fields, his team still trash. His defense trash. His line trash. Yeah, he didn't play bad, but you don't play bad after you're having a trash team.
Mm-hmm.
Like Patrick Mahomes, like you said, Lamar Jackson, and Lamar.
Ohio State quarterbacks.
Like Lamar, he balled out without no receivers. But like you said, besides Patrick, Joe Burrow, and Lamar, and Jalen Hurts right now, I really don't. Them the only 4 you really can say.
I really don't agree with Jalen Hurts in the word elite being in the same sentence.
I can't.
Why don't you agree with that?
Because he's an interception machine.
But he has the same amount of interceptions.
I won't say that. He led his team to the Super Bowl last year, and it's a possibility they may be back in the Super Bowl this year.
Right. What he doing? He keep going up. Yeah. What he doing this year?
I was gonna say he ain't running the ball, but he is. But man, they stacked up too, bro. They stacked up.
Hey, he's been blessed. He's been blessed since college to have what he had. But he has to. But even with that, you still got to be able to, manage that. You got to lead with two elite receivers. Elite running back with Swift. You got you got some great tight ends, but you still got to able to
manage. Say that word again. Manage.
Manage getting you to the Super Bowl. Man, hey, shit. Say what you want, but managing get you to where you need to get to.
I mean, as players, that's won Super Bowls as managing. That's a fact. But all I'm saying is he's not
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco for sure.
Wait a minute. Joe Flacco was throwing some bombs, though.
Man, come on now.
He was throwing some bombs.
Hey, go look at Terry Bradshaw, man. Terry Bradshaw went cold. He was trash.
In Tampa Bay's quarterback, the one.
Oh yeah.
One.
Was that Glenn? No, who was that? Oh, I can't think of his name.
I think he's be on NFL Live. What's his name?
On NFL Live. Well,
who?
Boomer?
No, not Boomer, because he played for the Jets and the Bengals. What's his name?
Hey, Nick Foles got a Super Bowl, man.
Right.
All right, so we want to go to the next thing.
Well, next up, we have, is this season a success or a failure for Colorado on the field?
I'm going to go ahead and say neither. Last year, they only won 1 game, right? This year, they won 4 games, right? So we can say that it's a victory. On the other hand, they won 4 games. And they went on a 5 or 6 game losing streak. So I say neither.
I think it's a that's tough.
Go ahead, man. They're gonna kill you anyway.
I think it's a failure because I never thought they were going to go on to dominate the Pac-12. I thought they would at least go 500. And the way that, and I love Dion, but the way he was
You believe me? You believe now?
I do not believe now. I didn't believe then. I didn't believe then. I thought they would be a 500 team, but I knew the competition they were going to have to face once they get in here. It's going to take more than 1 year and a bunch of transfers to win. You have to build a program in college. Like I'm thinking you go into Jackson State and you dominate there, in the swag, but they didn't win the national championship for the black college. They got smoked. They got smoked by South Carolina.
They lost twice. Yeah, they lost 2 years in a row. Yeah, they didn't win it.
When you go into the Pac-12, now you're in real big time football. You're going to get Louis luggage, and your Louis luggage is your receivers in some corners, but you have to build in order to. I believe that in order to win it, to build a successful program, you have to build from the inside out. So I mean, you have to get the linemen. Then you go and get everything else, because if you can't protect Shador, and I wanted this for Shador. I wanted him to get humbled.
Yeah, he needed it.
But Travis is the real deal.
Yeah.
Travis
Man,
is the real deal.
I got caught up in the hype, man. But I hate to say it, man. But you gotta say it's a failure, man. Like even if we say we knew, even if other people say, yeah, we knew it was gonna be a struggle the first year, it definitely got to be a failure. Because some of those games, man, it was coaching. It was like the coaching. Some of the players getting some of those penalties they was getting. Clock management was terrible. Man, it definitely was. I thought they at least get 6, 7. Man, so you gotta say it's a failure, no matter how much you like Deion, man. People can get mad all they want, and now I said, and I'm a Deion fan, and I like Colorado, but it's a failure for sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you. Me and Miguel had this very same talk, and I'm gonna say this.
Y'all some haters.
No, man, but listen. I just like to look at the big picture and not just look for what I want it to be, but what it actually is going to be. Like my brother said, you got to build your program from the inside out. Prime, and people told Prime that, and Prime said, no, I want to build mine from the outside in. That was a choice he went for me. Another thing is this. People keep saying, and that's why Manny brought it up on the screen, is that the team from last year went 1-11. 83% of that team is gone. The year before that team went 1-11, guess what they was at? 4-8.
And they ain't have Gucci as far as I know, but it's
and I think one of the things you Prime had to learn, because I think as much as these players got humbled because they came in thinking that they were their coach, that they had the bravado and swag, and they're not their coach. And they haven't earned it. Colorado as a football team hasn't earned shit. Didn't earn anything, but they came in with the swagger and the attitude as if like they were world champions and they were Hall of Famers because they picked up their coach's attitude, and he tried to transfer his energy over to them. And you're not putting in the work, you don't have the attitude, and everybody's not going to be Deion Sanders.
But then I say this, it's also a humbling moment for Deion.
Yeah,
you went from, I don't know what football you was in Texas. You dominated there, you won there. But then you jumped to be a head coach of Division I AA school. Then to make that jump into a big time Division I, you're still learning. In my eyes, you're still learning to be a big time head coach. Yeah. You play the game at a high level. You were dominant, the greatest corner to ever play the game. But there's still those nuances within coaching college football. Coaching football period that I think Deion is still learning. Like I think I seen a clip of someone when he was saying, "Well, if the running game's not running, we're just gonna throw the ball all the time. You can't win like that. You have to establish a running game, then get to them passes. If you can establish a running game, some type of running game, it helps the passing game. Yeah, when you become predictable." All we gotta do is stop this run. We're gonna lock these motherfuckers up outside. You can't win games like that.
Yeah, it was a failure all the way around, from coaching to players to mismanagement of recruiting to coaches using players as scapegoats to coaches using coaches as scapegoats. Colorado had a lot of fundamental flaws. Colorado had a lot of bad coaching errors, especially for most of his staff as experienced coaches. So a lot of those errors should have been corrected or have been corrected as the season has gone on. And it didn't. If anything, it felt like Colorado progressed. He started to lose his team more and more and more as the season wore on. Mm-hmm. So I think Deion, Coach Sanders or Coach Prime can bounce back? I believe and hope so, because just like Teran said, I am a Coach Prime fan. Like, I want him to succeed. I don't want to see anybody fail at anything.
I think they will.
Like, he needed this to understand, man, there's a reason you don't get it easy. Nick Saban didn't get it easy. Even Jimbo Fisher, who got fired, bro, he didn't get it easy. If it was that easy to
6 million
do,
to sit on
if
your
what
ass.
he came in and did, bro, it'll be a ton of people that could come in and do it. It's hard at this level. It's hard, and these guys have earned their stripes and gone out there and put in the work and grinded, worked their way up through positions. And I
They
know
already lost.
huh?
I said they already lost 2 commits.
Yeah.
Well,
They
one
already
wasn't be there for the next couple of years, but a
Yeah.
lineman flipped from them to Missouri. But I think with the next few years, this first year, this is what I expected. I expected 500 before 6. Then they may fuck around and, by the grace of God, beat Utah. I don't think so, but just say they do 5. Would it be 5 and 6 or whatever? But I think for the future, if they attack building the program, offensive lineman, defensive lineman, they got the defensive back. I think they'll fare well in the Pac-12, but it's not going to be next year. People gotta stop looking for immediate success. We want us black coaches, to fare well, and I'm with that. But you still got to understand there's a process to this game. There's a reason why Georgia and Alabama, Ohio States, are what they are because of how they recruit. You got to go get those recruits, and then you got to coach them up. You got to build your program.
Yep. You got to sift through. Just start. Jimbo Fisher showed you why you just don't go star chasing. He got lazy as a coach. Started star chasing. That haunted him at Florida State, and it followed him over to Texas A&M. He started chasing all these stars instead of just chasing good players that fit the system and player development. And it bit him in the ass. He became lazy. He thought if he got more resources, I could just chase more stars in the season. That's not.
Yeah, I don't think Dion was doing what Jimbo Fisher was doing though. This is his first year. Like now, he's seen now. After 1 year, you seen what he's doing right now. So now he can just go. He know he need a line. He need an O line bad as heck.
Yeah.
So now you can fix it after seeing it. Like Jimbo Fisher, he was doing this year after year. So he definitely would start chasing.
Yeah, the one thing I would say about I do not like. I mean, they're grown. They're young men. They're not professionals. Calling them. I mean, I guess call it chastising. I don't think you call them out like that in the press like that, because everybody's not going to respond well to that.
Right.
You want to you're talking about getting rid of me, put me in the portal. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to block this week. I'm going to let Shador get beat up. Since you want to expose me like that, I'm going to let his ass get torn up. But I think they'll be fine in the future.
I said I really wasn't going to talk about them, but I mean, like I said, next year they should be good, in the year after, but they still got that. I don't know how the conferences are going to lay out next year, but if they got to deal with, they still going to have the same recruitment areas that they're going to have to deal with Oregon and places like that. It's going to be rough. I know of, I've heard of other skilled players going there, like ETN's brother talking about going there, and the draft portal is going to be his. I think he's going to have a way better season next year. I don't ever see them winning the division. I mean, the conference. I think he really wants to be Florida State's coach anyway.
He got to learn a little bit more before he come here to the big leagues, baby. Listen, we them knows. We them knows, baby. You're gonna have to earn. You just earn it. But so, man, we can jump into, since we running through our time. Let's jump down to LeBron at 40 having the best season, having the best shooting month of his career ever. LeBron at 40 years old.
I mean, he's really not 40, so.
Yeah, he'll be 40 next month.
I think so, or 39.
Yeah,
he'll be 39 next month.
He'll be 39. Yeah. I got him about 3 years, so he'll be 39.
Yeah, he'll be 39.
He'll be 39. 38 years old, out here killing the game still. That's just called, man.
I mean, like he's at his position. Like I said, he's the greatest of all time. I mean, we've never seen nothing like that. We've never, ever seen nothing like that. I think that people should give him more credit, especially for his longevity, staying healthy. He's out there killing it. Like I love seeing it. The Lakers are not going to win the championship this year. That's right.
No, I don't think they're going to win another championship while he's there.
No, they're not. They're not at all. They're not. And that's a fact. I don't care if AD plays lights out. I don't care if he plays lights out. I don't care what happened. They not fucking winning it again. But I love seeing it.
Not with that roster, they not.
Nope.
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 All right.
And AD ain't no goddamn help.
Nope.
AD is bipolar.
So we got. Let's go. Let's get these. Wait, we want to go. Let's do Turan's rankings, and I'll go ahead and play it. We'll do Turan's rankings, but then we'll go to jumping in the picks. Was there anything in news-wise that we didn't touch that y'all really wanted to touch on real quick?
I think that means we go on.
Guess we go on.
The best ranking system, better than ESPN, better than the AP. We got Turan's list. Starting off, at number 1, Georgia. Number 2, Ohio State. 3, Washington. Number 4, number 5, Florida State. Number 6, Alabama. Number 7, Oregon. Number 8, Texas. Number 9 is Missouri. And the number 10 is Louisville. That is our top 10 for Turan.
Yo, he left Penn State alone this week, man. They just dropped out of the rankings completely.
Yo,
Penn State don't deserve to be, and they got 2 losses.
Yep, I agree with that ranking.
oh yeah, that's A+ right there.
I think
That's A+ right there. If I gotta give you a grade, brother, that's A+ right there.
Oh, that's A+.
B.
That was right
I
on
think I'm a
point.
little bit disappointed Penn State didn't make the honorable mention again, but that's normally the highlight of my rankings where you're gonna put them at each week.
Hey, Reggie really an O State fan deep down. He just be trying to say all that bull crap.
No, I feel that Ohio State deserves to be the number 2 ranking this week. I think your 1 through 5 is perfect. I think after that it gets kind of shaky because I think Oregon would destroy a lot of teams in the top 5. So I think that you're gonna need to put them at like 6 over Alabama, but I think the rest of it's okay.
I think Alabama would get Oregon.
Sure.
I think they're physical enough. I think they're more physical.
Yeah.
I think they're more physical and they're bigger, and they have the athletes to play with them. Just like I'm quite sure we probably all feel that Alabama probably would beat Washington. I mean, we know Alabama would probably beat my nose.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll get them beating the nose.
They settled. You say what?
I said the nose. You're Washington. I'm still.
I think once they settle on Jalen Milroe, I think once they settled on him and just really committed to building the system around him and stop trying to make him be something he's not, I felt like they became settled down and started playing some of their best football. That's just my opinion.
No.
Man, just give it an A+, Reggie. Stop playing with. Come on, stop playing.
No, that's a B.
All right, man. Let's jump into pick'em season. Pick'em. What we got, Manny?
All right, to start us off, we got number 1 ranked Georgia versus Georgia Tech.
Georgia.
Georgia. Yeah, Georgia big.
Going straight into number 2 with number 2 Michigan versus number 3 Ohio State.
I'm gonna pick Ohio State.
Hey, I think we're gonna win by 10 or more.
I'm gonna go Old State.
Ohio State by 3.
Reggie.
Ohio State. Michigan ain't got too many problems right now. Way too many.
Hey Reggie, what we got on the game?
Huh?
What we betting on the game?
I'm not gonna just donate my money to you, man. I ain't no fool now.
Hey, I spot you 10 out of it.
No.
You put up the rest.
Nah.
Well,
I'll pass.
Let's go next with number 4 Washington versus Washington State.
Washington.
Washington.
I think it'd be a good game, though.
That's a close game.
It's gonna be a good game.
We got number 5 ranked FSU versus Florida.
Florida State.
I think that Florida State will win, but I think whatever the spread is, they're not gonna win by that.
If they back up nice, Florida State back up nice.
He all right. I mean, he played a lot last year because Travis got hurt last year, so he's got game experience. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Y'all should have some weapons.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a close game. I think Florida State will win a
It's
close
a
one.
rivalry, man. You never know with a rivalry.
Yeah.
Well, let's go into this next game with number 6 Oregon facing Oregon State.
Oregon
hot right now.
I'm going for the upset, Oregon State.
Oh yeah, Oregon State. Ooh. It's a robbery, so like you said, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Let's go next with number 7 Texas versus Texas Tech.
Texas.
Hey, who was it said that? Who was it said that Texas Tech was going to beat Colorado next year? Was that Eric?
I'm gonna pick Texas Tech for the upset on this one.
Whoa!
I haven't been paying attention to Texas Tech this year, so I don't even know how they are.
Texas.
Texas.
I think they're going to dominate. I think Texas is a sleeper.
Dude, even with the backup QB.
I think Texas defense is really good, and they've been winning with that backup QB. I think they're going to smoke Texas Tech.
What's Texas Tech record, man?
Texas Tech is 6-5.
I'm going Texas.
Yeah, I bet you change your mind on that. They trash.
Maybe next year they'll beat Colorado, but this year they're gonna be 6 and 6.
Let's go next with number 8 Alabama versus Auburn.
Bama.
Roll
Tide.
Hey, that quarterback, man, he hot right now, boy. Hey, hey, when Saban benched him, I don't know what that did to him, man, but he took his spot back and he ain't looked back.
Running back at quarterback.
Let's go next with number 9 Louisville versus Kentucky.
Ooh.
This could be a classic. Oh, I can see Louisville
by a close victory.
I'm going.
I need Louisville to win. I need them to win because I need them to be ranked as they are the following week. So I'm going Louisville.
I'm gonna go with the upset, Kentucky.
I'm gonna go to upset just because Kentucky in the SEC. I'm just gonna go by that and hope I can't see Louisville beating them.
You just don't want me to be great, man. I'm about to drop your grade.
I'm saying I can't see it's the SEC, man. You know, like Louisville, I can't see them beat no team. But besides Vanderbilt, I can't see them beat nobody in the SEC.
They can beat Auburn.
Man, they can beat Vanderbilt. That's about it.
And then we got our last college game with the number 10 ranked Missouri versus Arkansas.
Mizzou.
Missouri.
Show me state.
Well, let's switch to NFL, and let's start off with our Thanksgiving games, with our 12:30 game being the Packers versus the Lions.
Lions.
Detroit, the Lions.
Detroit, what?
Let's go to the middle of our Thanksgiving, our 4:30 game with the Commanders facing the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Then to end off our Thanksgiving night, we have the 49ers versus the Seahawks at 8:20.
Niners.
Bang, bang, Niner game.
Then for our Black Friday game at 3 p.m., you have the Dolphins versus the Jets.
Fins.
Dolphins. Oh, it's a Friday game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't know that. That's dope.
Then to go to our Sunday games, to start it off, we have the Steelers versus the Bengals.
Steelers.
Bengals ain't got no QB.
Yeah, Bengals ain't got no QB. They hit.
Next, we have the Broncos versus the Browns.
Browns.
I'm going with Reggie's Broncos. They going to the Super Bowl.
To the bowl.
Brownies.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked though with the Browns QB though. It can happen for sure.
That's the only reason why I'm picking the Broncos to win, because the Browns don't got no QB.
Next, we have the Jags versus the Texans.
Jags.
You take the Texans.
Then next, we have the Bills versus the Eagles.
EAGLES.
What you gonna do? What you got, Terran? You got your QB against my QB.
I got Buffalo. I think that game. I'm happy y'all beat the Chiefs. So now y'all gonna have a letdown game.
I'm gonna just have to pick Buffalo because there's
y'all
no
gonna lose 2. Y'all gonna lose 2 or 3 games, and Buffalo gonna be one.
There's no way that Buffalo can just keep losing. They gotta win sometime. So I think that maybe the Eagles may take the gas off a little bit, because I wouldn't even want to risk Jalen getting hurt. You got the division in a wrap. So I think the Bills are gonna win.
Smart man, Reg, smart man.
Hey, Reg, who gonna throw more interceptions this game? Hurts or Allen?
Listen, the Eagles are so much better than the Bills, but it's just I just think they're gonna fucking lose for some reason. I don't know. So I would have to say Hurts is gonna throw more interceptions.
Hey, I was hoping for the Eagles to beat the Chiefs. I couldn't see the Eagles losing twice in a row, but I can see them losing this one after beating the Chiefs. They're gonna be up on their high horse.
I'm on my Eagles. I'm gonna let you pray on our downfall, because you need a win right now anyway. So, I mean, I'm willing to help a brother out.
Hey, I know. I bet we ain't gonna have 12 men on the field. Man, Red's lucky, man. Oh my goodness, man. Hey, I would have bet Red's that game too and lost and been salty as heck. Tried to took all my work money.
Well, next we have the Chiefs versus the Raiders.
Chiefs. Raiders stink.
Chiefs.
And then our last game with the Ravens versus the Chargers.
We got Monday night.
Ravens.
I don't think so.
Ravens. Man, what's going on with the Chargers though, man? I don't know what's going on. They got too many weapons, man. They got weapons on defense, offense. They got the players. I don't know what's going on.
They need a new coach.
Man.
But if you think about it, the Chargers always do. They always got weapons. They always got a defense. They always got always.
Like, I don't get it.
We also forgot to write down, but there is a Monday night game with the Bears facing against the Vikings.
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 Man, that's a toilet bowl.
Yeah.
Man.
I think the Vikings might weasel in the playoffs this year.
Nah, Phil's gonna get that one. Give me Chicago.
And that is it for pick time for this week.
Yo, I want to thank everybody who checked in and show love. Yo, shout out to Brandon Brewster. We got to get him on and his guys from his podcast show on, and then I got to try to work out to get some of my guys on, my people on his podcast. I want to thank all the guys as usual coming in and giving some great content and speaking their minds. And even if we disagree, we can agree that we don't give a fuck what the other person feel. This is what we think and we feel, but we can respect it and move on. EB, hey, bro, I want to appreciate you for coming on. I'm definitely hoping we get you on board.
Thanks for having me.
The schedule so we can get you on here spitting these facts. Miguel couldn't make it today. He up there going to save his youngin from college, Go get her up there and bring her back home for good cooking. And we want to make sure everybody has a safe and happy holidays. I don't want to say Thanksgiving, but it's Thanksgiving Day. But we know the history behind that. But I don't want to be political or nothing. But I just want to go ahead and everybody, Teran, Reggie, Manny, bro. This is our show, not my show. So this is all about us as we build it as it grows. I appreciate all y'all and thankful for all y'all, bro. You're all my dogs. And man, Reggie, appreciate you, bro, for holding down Friday without me, man. You and my bros did y'all thing. So I appreciate y'all. Love y'all for that. Everybody got any to give.
Nope. Hey, shout out to all y'all, man. Happy holidays.
Same here, man. Happy holidays. Shout out.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, EB, you did your thing, man.
Appreciate you for having me, man. I'll be back.
Thanks for coming, bro. We appreciate you. All right. So I'm going to let Manny go ahead and get ready to take us out.
All righty. And peace to everybody.